Hi, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to revisit my video on how my credit score dropped 139 points from me retiring, because I pretty much rectified the situation. Like when one of the people commented like, is there anything you can do about it? I literally thought I was gonna be stuck like Chuck. But just from that, it made me think there should be something I can do about this, because this is my credit score, right? This is my name. So I'm gonna tell you what I did to rectify it. So, like I said, it got dropped because it was reported by DFAST that an account was open and closed, or closed and then open in my name, my social. So let's go ahead and do a backstory. So retired in December, didn't find out that my credit score dropped until August of last week, basically. But in the month of May, so in between then, I got an email from MyPay saying that my retirement pay has changed. Now I'm thinking, okay, this nigga's trying to pay me more money? No! They started deducting money, saying that I owed a debt to the Air Force. And I was like, when I out-processed finance, they didn't say I owed anything. So in May, I went ahead and reached back out to my finance for my last base, because when I called DFAST on like, how do I have this debt? MyPay just sent me this email. It said, ma'am, you got to call your last known base finance office. So of course I called finance. I had to call them like 3 days in a row for someone to answer the phone. I sent multiple emails, no response. It was by the grace of God that Sergeant so answered the phone. I told him, I said, hey, I got this debt. I retired. I don't know what this is. So he put in a CMS case to AFPC, because he was like, I don't think this is really something that we did here at finance. Kind of find out it was. Okay. So anyways, so he comes back within 15 days. CMS case comes back from AFPC down to that finance office. And he's like, ma'am, it looks like you were notified of a debt and this is the payment plan for it. That was the answer on the email. And he said, what happened is on your final paycheck from the Air Force, which I got December 7th, was an overpayment of this amount. You owe the Air Forces back. I said, y'all couldn't tell me this beforehand? Y'all couldn't tell me this before, like when I retired, that y'all overpaid me money because this is your fault? Now this is coming out my retirement paycheck? Okay, boom, right? So the debt is supposed to be paid back in the month of June, July, August, September, okay? It wasn't even a lot of money, but I also was like, y'all could have called me. I could have wrote a check for this. I could have gave you my debit card number. Like, y'all really need to deduct this from military pay? But that's what DFAST set up without my permission. So I was thinking, okay, cool, whatever. I'm getting paid deducted from when I'm supposed to get paid, but whatever. So fast forward to August of last week, I look at my credit score, I see it dropped 139 points. DFAST is reported up there. I put 2 and 2 together. Now the amount that's on my DFAST credit report compared to what I owed wasn't the same, so I didn't put 2 and 2 together. So what happened is, when DFAST reported that they closed the account, it showed that it had a balance, therefore a debt, and they sent that to collections. Okay, so when they closed that account in April, right, February to April, they was closing that account. So in May, when they didn't get no money, they started to take out money from my actual pay the following month in June. I did not know all this was happening because of that. So I go to TransUnion, which is a credit bureau that was reporting my drop in 139 points. And I said, I need to dispute this, because I see why my credit score dropped 139 points, because it looks like I was delinquent on paying something that I did not know about until later, but boom, I'm paying on it. So I had to contact transunion.com. I called them, and I also set up an account on TransUnion, because I wanted to dispute it. And actually, when I went up there and got my free credit report on transunion.com, it gave me the number for DFAST. Now, this was not the regular DFAST number that I had in my phone, right? This was a DFAST debt management number. But I'll get to that later. So I called TransUnion. I'm like, hey, I need to dispute this thing that's on my report saying that I owe a debt. I said finance or DFAST actually set up a payment plan for it to get repaid back. So this needs to be removed from my credit report. So I'm talking to the girl as well as I'm uploading my pay LESs. They're not called LESs when you retire. They're called like CRASs or MRASs. But we're going to call it LES for this. So I uploaded my retirement LESs for the month of June, July, August, and then the one that's upcoming for September to show that I'm completing the payment of this debt. And then once that happens, y'all can go ahead and remove this from my credit report and put that shit back up to where it's supposed to be, right? So I told her what happened, and she was like, ma'am, we're going to investigate this. Thank you for uploading everything. But if it does get removed and disputed, it's going to take months for your credit score number to drop back up, to go back up. I'm like, okay. So that was on a Friday, as in last Friday. So this Monday, I said, you know what? I need to call DFAS because I really want to hear an explanation on how they put my stuff into collections when nothing of my stuff has ever went to collections because your girl pays everything on time. So I called debt management. I'm like, you know, this is so-and-so. They verify my address, my phone number, and my email. And so I started talking to the person on the phone. I'm like, hey, my credit score dropped 139 points. It's because DFAS closed an account. What happened? Where was the disconnect there? Because I didn't learn about this debt until the month of May. The lady said, DFAS sent you notifications in the month of February, March, and April in mail to your address that was on file where I was last stationed at. I said, ma'am, I moved from that address in September of 2023. Y'all sent mail to that address in 2024. And she also said we got all the 3 pieces of mail back. So it was returned back to sender. I said, ma'am, I just verified my address and my email and my phone number with you. So you say you couldn't call me? She said, we don't call or email this out. She said, we went ahead and then, and this is not her fault, but we went ahead and then closed your account, sent it to collections to show that there's a debt now in your name. So I said, ma'am, do you not see where I've already paid X amount back and I have one more payment left, which is of $25? She said, I do see that, but once that is completed, then we will go ahead and drop that from your account and we'll go send it to the credit bureau, okay? So she said, if that doesn't happen in time, call back on the 1st of September, which is going to be my last payment for my retirement check, and say, hey, can I have a paid in full letter so you can send that to TransUnion, send it to the credit bureau yourself, while we are going to send it as well, and then they will go ahead and take that off your, not your account, but your credit report. So I let her know. Thank you for everything, but I'm pretty perturbed about what happened because one, this is my name in the streets. This is my credit report. This is my credit score that dropped for no reason when y'all could have contacted me. When y'all got the February, March, and April letters turned back to you, you should have known something won't click it. You should have known the math wasn't mathing. You should have known the member was no longer at that address anymore. But whatever. Also, finance, even though this has nothing to do with finance, but also finance had my going to address where I was going to retire at. So it's not like my address wasn't updated. Y'all had the wrong address. That's not my fault. Anyways, so you deducted from my retirement check. Like, get your life. Anyways, so meanwhile, while I talk to DFAS, let me tell you this. So at the end, there's a survey. At the end of the call, I left a little message for DFAS. Even though they said we're not going to respond back to this, but we will take this into account for future processes. I said, look, I explained what happened. I said, look, your process is foul because look, the military member, the person that you actually took money out the retirement check for, did not know about this until months later, and then you dropped my credit score because of something that I did not have any control over. I didn't tell finance to overpay me. I didn't even know they overpaid me. Like, this is not my fault, but my number gets dropped 139 points. Get it together. Then I hung up. So anyways, so the man or the staff sergeant that I had called originally at finance, I had let him know. I said, look, I just checked that my credit score dropped 139 points. Is there anything I can do? Because finance is the one that closed the account. So he sent me a response email on Tuesday, right? Which is this Tuesday. It was like, ma'am, in my personal opinion, the only way you can get rid of that debt or that balance on your credit report for it to go back up is to pay it off. And finance didn't do this. This is something that DFAS did. So by this time, I know that this was DFAS's fault, but I wanted to kind of attack this issue from all directions because I just knew it won't mine, okay? And I just knew finance is the one that overpaid me. DFAS was the one that closed my account. Then for saying that I owe a debt. Now TransUnion think I'm a bum bitch. So anyways, like I said, I put in that dispute with TransUnion on Friday. I get an email on Monday. It didn't take them 30 days to dispute it. When you got your facts in order, when you got the documentation, shit will get deleted off your credit report. So I get an email from TransUnion saying, congratulations, so-and-so, we went ahead and deleted this dispute. Go ahead and log into your account. So I logged into TransUnion, went to my credit score, checked it for the day, saw that DFAS account was no longer up there. But when I went to Credit Karma, okay, my credit score was still dropped. So I'm praying that it doesn't take that long for my credit score to get back where she belongs, right? Like, I don't know how long it's gonna take or how long it's gonna take for Credit Karma to finally get to the wickets of like, this is no longer on her credit report. It's therefore been disputed and deleted. All I know is, thank God, the TransUnion, saw the facts. Put two and two together, like, she's not I don't know if they think that was the cause for it, but either way, they saw that this debt was getting paid off. So, what I'm saying all this to say, if you get your last final check when you retire and the amount doesn't look like it's the amount that you should get paid on a normal paycheck, it's an overpayment. Now here's the thing, at this time when I retired, I have put in a TMO voucher, I put in there's another voucher I put in directly with finance. So I was expecting other money to come through, and other monies did come through. But I thought on that final paycheck, they were paying me not just my final paycheck, but some other stuff too. Because other stuff was highlighted in my LES at the bottom. That was for other payments like leave or something like that too. So I didn't think anything of it. I knew the amount was more, but I didn't think anything of it. I thought this is what Air Force found out for me, because I will tell you this, when you out process with finance, they say that they send you a final paycheck because they want to look through your account, through all your TDYs, through all your DTSs, to see if there's any money that you owe them or that they owe you. So the amount of your final paycheck can always be different. So I was expecting it to either be what I get on that first in a month paycheck plus more anyways. So when I saw more, I wasn't like, maybe I should contact finance. No, I was expecting more money. So what I'm telling you, if you expect more money, let's say the amount is maybe $1,000 more, contact your finance through email or through telephone call, because at that point I was getting calls from finance talking about, hey, we had to put this in because we are going to start your retirement pay with DFAS, like make sure we need your retirement orders, blah blah blah. So I was in contact with finance personnel people, right? Also through email too. So but it did not dawn on me that y'all didn't know what y'all was doing. Anyways, so in due time, that credit score is going to go back up because I have what was negative, it has been deleted. Praise God. And also, I did see on the TransUnion, it said the normal deletion date of this delinquent payment was 7 years. So if I wouldn't have caught that my credit score went down, that DFAS, whatever debt would have been on my credit report for 7 years. Yeah, ring, I call TransUnion real quick because this is not, I'm not one of them girlies, okay? I'm that girl, but not one of them girlies when it comes to, I pay everything on time, don't mess with my good name, like I need to go ahead and get me a G-Wagon, like next. So anyways, that's what happened. Why my credit score dropped 139 points. Pray with me that's gonna go back up to where she belongs, which is in an excellent category, and go from there. So let me know if you have any questions. It's another day, another dollar in retirement heaven, and I'll see you on the next video. Hi. Okay, so I just want to add a little snippet to what has been going on. So I do have an update. So from the point which was that I put in my TransUnion dispute for the DFAS, putting something on my account that shouldn't have been there, but apparently it should have been because I didn't get documentation. They sent to my house 3 times that I no longer lived at because I had moved out. Okay. Anyways, so TransUnion hit me back on a Tuesday, which was the 14th of last week, saying, congratulations, your results are in from the investigation. Went to the TransUnion site, and they said, we have removed your disputed item based off the evidence that you sent us, which is basically showing my LESs of the past 4 months for the payment, for the repayment of a debt that they overpaid me when I retired, basically. So that was on a Tuesday, the 14th. So on that 16th, Friday, I just happened to check my credit report, credit score, because when I checked it on the 13th, that Tuesday, it still showed the actual number that was in the 600s. That was low for me, right? So I just, on a whim, probably from Jesus, I checked the credit score. Girl, it went right back up. And when I say, I screenshotted too because I just had to show. I just had it, not y'all, but I had to show my family. It went up 146 points. So it went up higher than what it got deducted down to because they put some respect on my name, basically. Okay. So now both the credit unions, TransUnion and Equifax credit bureaus are reporting the same figure. And what I'm saying is, if you do have something that you need to dispute, this is just a regular life, I guess, information. I had never experienced something like this before, and so I did not really know, but I just know I need my credit report and credit score to add up to what everything is looking like. So if you do have something that you need to dispute and you do have the actual financial evidence or some type of paperwork that shows that you paid it in full or that you're making payments, they will go ahead and delete that issue from your report, and then within a week your actual score will go back up to what it is because they see that you are actually diligent enough to make payments and that you aren't delinquent. You're not a delinquent citizen, basically. So that was a stressful time period, and it was kind of like, how could the Air Force do this to me? But you know, they had to do what they had to do, and it was acting real fugazi around here, but I got them together. Okay. So anyways, my credit is back to where it's supposed to be, okay, in Jesus' name. And it was a quick process to go ahead and let the credit bureau know this is not accurate. I am doing X, Y, and Z. They actually didn't take 30 days to investigate the dispute. They took like less than a week, actually, like less than like 3 business days to be on top of it. So that's a blessing. And now we're back in business. So thank you for going through this little debacle with me. And I'll see you on the next video.